walk you through your Week 8 start bench advice, your Week 8 trade dilemmas, last minute trade dilemmas, your Week 8 last minute lineup moves you got to make because players are injured. You don't know what the hell to do heading into 2020 Week 8. I'm here. I'm at your service. And let's get into it. Guys, there are so many things going on this week. It's crazy. If 2020 hasn't kicked us in the nads enough, we've got so many players out. We have Mr. Aaron Jones, obviously not playing Week 8. And Jamal Williams looks like a fantastic play. We thought maybe Dylan, maybe Jamal. On last week's Sunday Eve show, we talked about how we had to wait until kickoff to really know. Maybe the TDs would go to Dylan, maybe all the yards would go to Jamal, but as we walked into the Monday morning show, we were alerted basically by pretty much every news post known to man that Jamal was going to get the brunt of the work. So Jamal Williams is another good start for you if you don't have Aaron Jones. So Aaron Jones' calf is out for Week 8. Know that. Jamal Williams is your play. Tevin Coleman, this one's kind of like newer news, but Tevin Coleman has been activated from the injured reserve and could possibly be made available for this Week 8 contest. Now, the Niners are the one team capable of just making madness out of all of this. I believe Hasty's probably the best play. Jeff Wilson came in and became the number one running back in fantasy football in this last game. And we kind of thought maybe it was going to be McKinnon. Jerick McKinnon didn't get the run that we thought. They had some weird excuse about who's going to, why they're resting McKinnon, whatever. So we don't know. Tevin Coleman could come in and just get all the work. I tend to lean Hasty. I think Hasty's a pretty darn good play. I'm going to get to the questions in a second. Hit the thumbs up, and if you're new, subscribe. Hit the thumbs up on your way in the door. I will be going over all of your questions in a minute, but I'm going to get to the news real quick for you. Deebo Samuel, he is out. That means Ayuk is a potentially good play for those of you hit hard with injury. I wouldn't put Ayuk in at my wide receiver 3 or flex spot unless I was desperate. But you know what? Desperate times call for desperate. Ayuk matters. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to say. Desperate Ayuk measures. Next up on the list would be Michael Thomas. You know he's out. You've heard this all week. This is not new news, but it's depressing news, and we probably need to touch on it. Like, what do you do if you're a Michael Thomas owner? Let's talk about that after we do this news. But, I buy low, but I'm crazy. This could be a never-ending loop where we think he's going to play, then he doesn't. Think he's going to play, then he doesn't. Happy Halloween, by the way. Next up, Miles Sanders not playing. Boston Scott is a go. He's a high-end running back, too. Maybe better. Maybe a running back 1 against this Cowboys defense. Boston Scott, get him in your lineup regardless. If you own him, he needs to play. Devonta Freeman is out. That means that the team will be turning to Gallman. I don't really know if Gallman should be in lineups, but he could get, enough touches that if you're in a bind, he makes a whole lot of sense plugging into your lineup. Mark Ingram is out or doubtful. Probably out. Doubtful. And that means J.K. Dobbins, Gus Edwards will probably split the work. It could be one of those things, guys. You got to roll the dice if you want to put J.K. in your lineup, that there's a chance he doesn't play much. And there's a chance he breaks out and has a big game. You're rolling the dice. Nobody knows. Coaches are not going to telegraph this like a Jameis Winston football throw. The team will be coy, but J.K. Dobbins hopefully gets a good 10 plus carries. Happy Halloween to you, Yoda. What's up, Dave? What's up, Christian? What's up, New Life? What's up, Just Sherman? Just offered Evans and Hollywood for MT. Evans, yeah, I like that. Rager, Goddard, Gallman. Gallman's probably safest, man, but who the hell knows? Start Bernard or Hollywood. I start Hollywood, I think. But Bernard's not a bad play. It's close for me. But get JK in your lineups if you need a go. You need a somewhat of a dice roll, because honestly, it could be the Gus Edwards show. We don't truly know. Ridley out probably next week. Then they have a bye week. You're looking at 3 weeks from now. Not tomorrow, not the next game, but the next game that we're probably going to see Ridley in the lineup again, which is kind of depressing, but at least it's not longer. So Julio Jones is going to be a top 5 wide receiver player, 4 to 7, somewhere in that range the rest of the way into that week. Chris Carson, Homer, and Hyde are all game time decisions. That means that maybe something happens in the morning and Hyde's going out there, Carson going out there. But as of right now, it kind of feels like DJ Dallas will be the player to bank on getting all of the work, but who knows? You got to join me in the morning. Why are you laughing that Ridley's not playing, Noah? Why is that funny to you? Let's put your comment on the screen. You're ridiculing our boy Ridley. Why is that funny to you? Dalvin Cook, questionable for week 8 against the Packers, but the word is he's going to play unless he suffers some sort of setback. You put the man in your lineup. Don't worry about it. I mean, check the news in the morning. Okay, so let's get the let me get the matchups on the screen so we can talk about them. And you know what I meant, Noah. Noah saying that he's not playing. I know he played Thursday night. I'm saying not this week, obviously. You're right. The way I worded it was funny, but not the next week. You got the bye week, bro. The bye week. So 3 games. 3 games. You know what I'm saying, Noah. Get off my back. Okay, let's get the matchups on the screen here. And let's get to the questions, the Q&A. What can I help you with? What am I doing here? We're doing it live. Let's take another screenshot of that. Drag that over here. And then onto the screen. Damn, taking a long time tonight. I just restarted my computer too, but I feel like we got some issues. Okay. On your screen, you have the matchups. Now hit me with the questions. Hit me with your best shot, Bryce. Hit me with your best shot, mister. Thank you both for the super chat. You guys are awesome as always. Let me minimize these bad boys and get them on screen here. Bryce, Dallas Goddard or Harrison Bryant at tight end, and for my flex, I'm stuck on Henry Ruggs, Justin Jackson, or Corey Davis due to injuries. Love the stream, by the way. Thank you, Bryce. I'm going to go, if you like a little dice roll, go with Goddard. If you like a little dice roll, we don't really know what the hell to expect. How many times am I going to say that word tonight? But I think, you got to be on the news in the morning, bro. Like, to be honest, like, I can't give you a concrete on that. In the morning, I'll be able to more safely say, or more confidently say, go Goddard. But we do need to see what's up in the AM. And the Eagles play in the afternoon. Or, sorry, no, they're in the night game. So, darn. You got to know. Dallas is the... Oh, no, let's see. Oh, that's the same game. Sweet. I don't know what to expect. Oh, no, your question was, what am I doing tonight? I'm all over the map. Bryant, where's Bryant? Bryant plays Sunday morning. You still might have an idea what's going on with Goddard, though, in the morning. So as long as nothing's negative, I would probably put him out there. Sorry, somebody got confused on my matchups. I'm looking at next week already, and the week after that. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Start Williams or Gallaudet this week. Start Williams who? What Williams? What Williams? What Williams could you be talking about? You couldn't be talking about Mike Williams. So I go Goddard. Sorry about that. Go Goddard. Smitty's no longer confused. And Bryant's safer, I guess, if you need safe, but I go Goddard. Thoughts on AB rest of season? Also, I got Homer, Coleman, Ingram. And my 3 options, my last spot this week, which one 12-team half PPR. AB, I like the rest of the season, man, as a wide receiver 2. I really do. I don't care what's going on. I just feel like he's so talented. Brady loves him. Brady absolutely loves him. Homer, Coleman, Ingram. I can't really sign off on any of those options, man. Ingram's the best play. As long as he's healthy, which we don't even know until the morning of. But you can't bank on Coleman yet. I mean, unless news in the morning speaks to him starting, put Coleman in your lineup if they say Coleman's starting. But I kind of feel like you got to go Ingram, safe play. You don't even know if Coleman's going to get a ton of work. But I don't love those options. But Coleman could turn into a good option. San Francisco's like that. Who would have thought Jeff Wilson would have been what he was 1 week ago? Wilson, we even thought we knew what was going on going into that game, and Wilson went absolutely bonkers. So, who knows, man? Coleman could get a ton of run. I just don't think I'll bank on that. AJ Brown or Josh Jacobs? I think, honestly, damn, I want to know what the group thinks on this one. AJ Brown, Josh Jacobs, put it in the chat right now. I want to see Brown or Jacobs. Jacobs or Brown. Let's help out Packer and see if we can get him a straight answer here. Double A with the super chat. Injuries, Sanders, Aaron Jones, Drake. Oh boy. Only have Josh Jacobs available. Wire has Gallman, Burkhead, Pollard, Dillon, Breda. It's ugly, but I need one running back. I think Gallman's not that bad, man. I like Pollard probably most long-term because if something happened to Zeke, he'd be a potential top 10 running back. He's so talented that, yeah, even in the situation they're in now, I still think he's borderline top 10. I think he would have been for sure 5 to 10 had Zeke gone down and Dak was in the lineup. But with Dak out, with the shambles going on there and Dallas on both sides of the football, Pollard would probably be pushing top 10 running back numbers. He's so electric and versatile. I don't know that he'd ever be a good long-term every down back for multiple years in a row, but he's that kind of fill-in where a running back could come in for 9 games if a starter goes down early in the season and have 9 straight amazing games. Like Pollard has that kind of fill-in, be elite for a short period of time value. But I think this week Gallman's the clear option for you, Double A. I mean, he's gonna get a lot of work, man. Smitty, happy Halloween. Where's my costume? You know what? I would have, if I wasn't so busy right now, I would have prepared. I would have had the cobwebs up in the background like I did last year. I just ran out of time. October went by so fast. But happy Halloween to all of you. Cody says hit the like button. Cody is a smart man. Follow his instructions. Thank you, Double A. Smitty, Jamal Williams, or Gaskin full PPR. I go Jamal. I like Gaskin. Now you guys got me doing it. Everybody keeps adding an S to Gaskin. It's Gaskin, not Gaskins. Ricky Candy. Ricky Candy has it right. Rickety Candy has it right. Gaskin. Jamal's the play. No question about it. Happy Halloween to you, Derek. Smitty, take a lap. Thank you, Uzi. I appreciate that. So sweet coming into my live. Telling me to take a little lappy poo. Thank you, bro. Hollywood Brown or A-Rob? A-Rob safer? Doesn't mean that can't get all twisted up by the end of the day. T. Higgins or Swift. I go Swift, but anything can happen. Gabriella, thank you for joining. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, or Tyler Boyd, or Mike Evans. Clyde, easy call for me. Easy call. But I think you got to find a way to make a trade. Like, how do you have that good a team? You're playing in like a negative 4-person league when you have Clyde, Tyler Boyd, and Evans, sending two of those bad boys onto the bench. Evans could have a big game. I don't like benching Evans at all. I don't feel comfortable with that at all. I don't like benching Tyler Boyd. Evans is a wide receiver 1, 2 in that range. Boyd's a wide receiver 2, like elite 3, but really good wide receiver 2. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a low-end running back 1. Even in my mind, I do drop him to a low end, but he's a running back 1 to me, but I don't sit him. But thank you for the question. A-Rob and 40-mile-an-hour winds. It is tough. Uzi, thank you. It is tough to factor in wind conditions and all that. And sometimes you hear like blizzard, snow, and you go out and the field looks completely dry. Like, I don't know. I think you got to look at that in the morning. Like, if there's weather conditions that make it, look like bleak in the morning on the news wire, then, and we'll know that tomorrow. Guess who's live 1 hour before kickoff? This guy right here at Smitty1.com. That's this YouTube channel. Direct you right over to this SOB. I'm live the whole 1 hour now. It was a half hour. Now it's the full 1 hour before kickoff. Your man Smitty sitting right here in the command station. Here to help you with your start bench questions in the morning. Go over the news. I'm not just going to send you on your way to go check on the weather conditions in the Chicago game. I'm going to check it for you, and we're going to talk about it here on the Fantasy Football Show. So get on over here 1 hour before kickoff. Where will you be 1 hour before kickoff? Right here at the Fantasy Football Show. That's right. That's right. Mark Cleveland dropping biscuits on the show. The computer's a little behind.
Thank you for the super chat. May I have another?
Don't get greedy, computer. Thank you, Mark Cleveland, dropping the biscuit, the 20 spot biscuit on the show. Trade Allen Robinson for Justin Jefferson and Fournette. And what do we get on that vote up above? What was that question? It was AJ. I just want to hold on 1 second, Mark. I didn't want to jip. Who super chatted? It's double A, right? No, it wasn't double A. It was. Who asked the question? AJ Brown. I don't know. Hopefully you got your answer from the group because I asked and we got a lot of AJ Browns I saw. Mark Cleveland's questions. Trade Allen Robinson for Justin Jefferson and Fournette. Your running backs are Zeke, Mostert, Hasty, and Kelly. You all vote on it. LOL. Also, trade Gallaudet for Kelsey. Okay, everybody. Yeah, thank you, AA. AJ Brown versus Jacobs, but not for you. I want everybody to vote on this one. Do you want Allen Robinson rest of season, or do you want Justin Jefferson and Fournette? Drop it like it's hot in the chat for Mark Cleveland, who's always super chatting it up, and he needs our help. What's up, Bob? I appreciate you, PC Bob, being in here. Would you drop, if anyone, for picking up Boston Scott, Jamal Williams, Fournette, Lamb, Hawkinson, I have Mark Andrews, Parker, Swift. I don't like dropping any of those guys, man. I mean, maybe Fournette. Fournette's your worst player, or Devontae Parker for Boston Scott for this week. I would maybe do that because he's that good. Thank you, Bob. What's everybody voting for? Jefferson, Fournette all day, says Philip. Jefferson and Fournette easily. Fournette or Bell PPR. I'm going to go Bell. Allen Robinson, says Andrews. Gallman or Madison or Akers for your running back 2. Gallman's going to get the workload this week, Mr. Wilson. Jefferson, Fournette all day, says Philip. Whoops. Stuart, I got your super chat. Thank you. You're in the queue. You're in the queue.
Super chat. May I have another?
Smitty, please, do you hear me? I do hear you, Sid. Sid, I hear you. I hear you, Sid. Jefferson, Fournette. No. Jefferson, Fournette. Jefferson, Fournette. Jefferson, Fournette. Double A says Jefferson and Fournette. That's all you need to know, Mark. Mark, pull it. Pull the trigger. Give yourself Jefferson and Fournette. Here's the way I see it. And Stuart, you're next. I got you in the corner, buddy. Here's the way I see it. And thank you, Uzi. What a kind comment. Allen Robinson's good. But I think he has the potential via situation, via coaching. His coach is named Nagy. He's a nag. Via situation that I believe that Jefferson could flirt with Allen Robinson's numbers when push comes to shove from here on out. And that, my friends, Stuart with another one. Stuart, I'm going to put you right here. Doubling up. You're doubling, Stuart. Stuart Dublaid. And Joshua, thank you. Sorry, Uzi, as good as your comment is, I have to make room for that super chat there. I believe that, yeah, hot mess, Phillip. Bears offense, hot mess. Bears team, hot mess. Bears, hot mess in crazy weather. Give me Justin Jefferson as a downgrade. And you have the option, Mark. The option. And I told you this because actually Mark and I talked about this. Why? Because Mark went on over to heysmitty.com and Mark dialed me up and said, Smitty, you were the best. Thanks, Mark. And actually, Mark's the best. I have a question. Do I trade Allen Robinson for Justin Jefferson and Fournette? And I said, Mark, bring it to the show. Let's get the good people on the case. And you guys delivered. And we are going with Justin Jefferson and Fournette. Mark, I felt like this is a good Ask the Audience question. And I think we got our answer. And I feel really good. Because a lot of people I trust in here, Double A, a lot of people gave some of the same reactions to that trade. Fournette is worth the shot. And if Fournette fails you, Mark, you have a guy that's not that closely behind Allen Robinson, in my opinion. Mark, you're the man. Mark is the man, the myth, the legend. Mark Cleveland. To the center stage. Mark Cleveland. Deontay Johnson or Robert Woods. I think if you're a dice rolling man, Nitro, if you visit Vegas even 2 times a year, you put Deontay in your lineup and you don't look back. But if you're a conservative Nancy and you go to the copy machine and you're talking fantasy football and someone offers you a better player for your lesser player, but you don't do it because you're scared, then Nitro, you need to go Woods because you won't sleep at night putting Deontay in your lineup. You can't handle the risk. But if you are a Vegas man, Deontay is that play. Attaboy, Nitro. Nitro's going to Vegas. Oh, sorry, Stuart. Jeez. Happy Halloween, Smitty. Grade the trade. I have Burrow lost Dak. Sorry to hear about that. Needed to clear a bench spot, so I filled Robert Woods and McKinnon for Boyd. So you traded Robert Woods and McKinnon for Boyd. Love it, Stuart. Smitty approved. Stamp. I like it because I like Boyd more, and McKinnon, we don't know what McKinnon's going to be. I go with Boyd. I like Boyd a lot. I'll add on, I have Coleman on my bench. So you traded McKinnon and you have Coleman. I don't care. Do you have Hasty? Do you have Mostert? I mean, there's so many running backs there. Coleman, Hasty, Mostert, Jeff Wilson, Ben Wilson, Ayuk. Ayuk might be the running back. Edwardson says, you can't handle the truth. Is it 1992? Jeez. I feel so old. Where is that? 1992, you can't handle the truth. God, I feel old. That makes me feel like an old man. 92. You know who makes me feel old? When LeBron looks like an old geezer. Like, that makes me feel really old when LeBron James is, like, on his last leg. He looks like a 55-year-old man out there on the court. Makes me feel old. Stuart, thank you for the super chats. I like Boyd. Nice work. Joshua. Hey, Smitty. Pick 2. 0.5. Joshua, you get a button press, bro.
Thank you for the super chat. May I have another?
Mike Evans, Deontay, Josh Jacobs, Fournette. Hey, Smitty, pick 2, 0.5 PPR. Mike Evans, Deontay, Josh Jacobs, Fournette. Pick 2. Mike Evans and Josh Jacobs for me. I like Deontay. I maybe find a way to get him in your lineup and not via these 2 spots. They belong to the man named Mike Evans and Josh Jacobs. You don't even question that. You don't bench studs. Jacobs is still a stud. I don't care what people say. Hard schedule. The wind's blowing inside the stadium. The hot dog man's on IR. He needs his Lucky Charm hot dog man in the stadium. I hear everything from you guys about why you don't want to play Josh Jacobs. No, get him out there. Josh Jacobs, Jingleheimer, Schmidt needs to be in your lineups. Mark, another Mark, a different Mark, playing Jonnu Smith as my tight end. Pick 1 wide receiver and 1 flex. Beasley, Shepard, Goddard, Carson. Carson's probably out. If he plays, put him in, of course. And then you probably play Beasley because you need a wide receiver. If Carson's out, Beasley and Goddard, but I don't love the option. Look for DJ Dallas on waiver wires, Mark. He may or may not. You got to check the morning news, which I'll provide for you at smitty1.com in the morning. So come by and watch me 1 hour before kickoff right here. Quick link, smitty1.com. Subscribe, turn notifications on, Mark, so you don't have to go to smitty1.com. You'll get notified by your app, and you'll come swinging in here. Hey, if DJ Dallas is available, he could be the starter. He may or may not start. But, I think I go Goddard in that situation. But there is risk there. You bet, Mark. Marlon says, I'm the Wiener Man. Okay. Woo! Woo, Marlon. Bringing the heat, Marlon. Best comment of the night. 4th running back was Kareem Hunt. I don't know what that means. You guys are having some kind of side conversation without me. That's cool. Don't include me. I don't feel like out of place at all in my own show. Have you met? I don't know what you guys are saying now. CeeDee Lamb, rest of season. I love CeeDee Lamb. I don't care about that he doesn't have a quarterback throwing the football. I like CeeDee Lamb. I think CeeDee Lamb will create touchdowns by himself. I do believe, in all honesty, that CeeDee Lamb will get going. That offense has to move the football better. They're gonna run Zeke. And I'm buying Zeke low. I'm not buying Zeke even near his draft value because you don't have to. And I don't want him there. I want him at buy low, protected value. I can't decide between Gio or Gaskin. Thank you, Mark, again.
Thank you for the super chat.
And between Boyd and Hollywood Brown, what is your advice? So I can't decide between Gio and Gaskin. I'd probably go Gaskin if you want a little more like upside. Gio could be a tad bit safer, maybe not, but we don't know what's going to happen with that Miami offense now that they're changing the guard. But I like Gaskin. I kind of roll the dice on Gaskin. Boyd or Hollywood, I go Boyd if you want safety, and he's got the upside that Hollywood has too. So Boyd's safe. Boyd's safe. Myron. Was it Myron that said that? Who was it that said that line? No, it was Edwardson. The Wiener Man. I don't know what you're referencing. Opponent played Ridley. First of all, thank you, Myron.
Thank you for the super chat. May I have another?
I think we need to put this button somewhere else, like right here. Okay. My opponent played Ridley and Gurley. 20 points PPR. He has Brady and Scotty for Monday. Should I play Rojo? Sit one, Gio, DJ, Boston Scott, or Rojo? Don't sit Boston Scott. Good matchup. I play Rojo. Let's look up Rojo real quick. And just see what they're talking about in terms of flow. Hit the thumbs up on your way in the door, please. Someone tell me how many thumbs up we have on YouTube right now. Bucks coach Arians has labeled Fournette his nickel. He's my nickel running back. He's hurry up, getting a lot of run, but I think Rojo still got 13 carries. I don't like that, but he got a touchdown. He still got 2 targets. I'm gonna say Rojo's good for 13 to 15 carries, and that's enough for me. I'm not sitting him. Okay, I sit Rojo if the news comes out in the morning that DJ Dallas is the only one. The only one. If DJ Dallas is the starter and Hyde and Carson are both out, I sit Rojo. But if the news is kind of whatever and one of those guys plays with DJ and DJ is not named the starter, then you go Rojo. That's my final answer, Myron. I do think DJ Dallas would be a great starter if he's the lone starter. Dario, Michael, RJ. Thank you, Myron. Oh, God, I missed this one. Sorry, Zachary. Gaskin, I got that one. Ryan, I got that one. Ryan, I don't know what this meant. Fourth running back was Kareem Hunt. I'm kind of lost at where that fits in now. Ryan Taylor this week. Also, should I trade one of these running backs? I think I missed this one too. Let me see. Ryan said Kamara, Jacobs, JT for this week. Also, should I trade one of these running backs for a wide receiver upgrade? My current wide receivers are MT, Boyd, and AB in Hollywood. I like your wide receivers. However, Kamara, Jacobs, JT. Can you start all 3 running backs? If you can't start all 3 running backs, then I still like the depth that you got, but I would consider maybe trading like one of your running backs, and you might want to wait till Taylor pops off. So I might pump the brakes on trading one. Jacobs needs to pop off too, because you're not going to get the value you deserve with Jacobs or JT. They're playing at a more disappointing level right now, which I think will change. But wait till they do well. Boyd will probably do well. You may be able to trade 2 of those running backs for like Christian McCaffrey. You know, like let's say Jacobs and Taylor both did well. If you can't do that, then I might trade for a Hopkins using Boyd and Taylor and Hopkins and something. But I like your team. I think you're fine. I think you're going to do okay. I don't worry too much if you don't get a good deal. My advice to you, Ryan, is don't make a trade unless it's a home run, because you have the firepower to do well for the rest of the year. Don't screw it up doing some kind of diluted trade, getting 2 players for 1, and you don't even like either one of the 2 players you've got. Trade Kamara for Cook and David Montgomery. Trade Kamara for Cook and David Montgomery, no. I keep Kamara. David Montgomery doesn't push the needle for me. I'd only play Monty till Chubb comes back and maybe flex him afterward. Right now I've got Swift at running back too. I keep Kamara. I like Cook almost as much as Kamara. I like Cook almost as much as Kamara. I mean, it's good couple spots on a overall ADP list if we're drafting today. But to say that Montgomery doesn't push that over the edge means that Montgomery I'm not so high on that, it even closes a gap between 2 very close players. One I rank number 1 or 2 rest of season, and the other one I rank like 4 or 5. And Montgomery's still not pushing that needle. I hold off. 1 tight end, 1 flex. Bryant, Rager, Burton, Dobbins. If Dobbins is a start, we won't know in the morning, RJ, but I'll be here for you the entire hour leading into kickoff here at Smitty1.com. So I'm sure your notifications are on, RJ. What are you? You're not an a-hole. Your notifications are on. You know to come back 1 hour before kickoff, but if you didn't, now you know. And I will help you in the morning with this question. But if JK gets the start, JK and Bryant, I think, would be the 2 plays. if we don't know, JK still could be a good start even if he's not starting. You can still get enough volume, but Rager could be a tad bit safer, and then I just keep Brian in that spot. Jamal Williams, thank you for the super chat. Jamal Williams for his Dobbins. No, Jamal Williams is a good play this week. I love Dobbins, but I don't, unless you can't use, let me take that back. Let me walk it back. If you can't use Jamal Williams, or you're tempted to start him, but you shouldn't bench whoever you're going to bench, then yeah, make that trade because Jamal Williams' reign will only be 1 week. Could be 2 or whatever, but 1 week. I give that up for the upside that J.K. Dobbins could give you. But if you need the win, you need the points this week, roll with it. Roll with it, young man. Ryan, bench 1. Kamara, Jacobs. Oh, I already got that one. Thank you for the super chat again, bro. Pick 2, Gallaudet, A-Rob, Ayuk plus Fant or Goddard. Pick 2, pretty easy for me. A-Rob, even with whatever weather, comes with A-Rob and Gallaudet. I don't get cute putting Ayuk in maybe at a flex spot, but if this is your flex spot, then congratulations. You got 2 really good flex plays to worry about. But Gallaudet and... yeah, Gallaudet and A-Rob. Ayuk's a crafty play, but I just don't like him there. This is the 3rd time I'm pulling this question. Not bad. Mark, did I answer this one? Decide between Gio and Gaskin, Boyd and Hollywood. Yes, I did. Zachary, I got to that one. Thank you again. Myron, opponent played Ridley. I got that one. Thank you again for your super chat. Sorry, I'm a little bit. Just want to make sure I get them all. Josh Sherman with the 10 spot. Where's my button?
Thank you for the super chat.
If he doesn't go for Evans Hollywood for MT, how do you feel about Evans and A-Rob with or without Hollywood for MT Justin Jefferson? Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Evans and A-Rob for MT and Justin Jefferson. Again, like we talked about earlier, Jefferson and A-Rob are close enough if you can get an upgrade. And I think MT, assuming he will play, you're taking a little bit of a risk that MT doesn't continue this, loop of he will play, he won't play. He will play, he won't play. It's a risk, but I take that risk. MT is MT. Evans is going to go off maybe this week. That might suck. But maybe you can wait. Maybe you can hit the button right after kickoff, bro. Get crafty. No Godwin, no Chubb, still Cup or Higgins at flex. I'm going to go Cup. Cup safer. Flex Swift, Robert Woods, or Claypool. Swift. I feel like Swift is still going to get volume. You're leaning in the correct direction. Millie, I appreciate you. Jimmy G. PPR, Flex, Shepard, or Carson. Carson probably isn't going to play. If Carson plays, then absolutely put Carson in. Yeah, if Carson's playing, you easily put him in. But I would maybe pick up DJ Dallas, and if DJ Dallas is the guy starting the game as the main back, the only back, I like him over Shepard. I'm not a huge Shepard fan. I'd lean maybe Ingram over Shepard. I'm just not buying into Shepard. Let's look up the Shepmeister. Sterling Shepard. I mean, someone gets a TD, everybody goes crazy. Should I pick him up? Is he now the guy? How often does a guy have 47 yards, 29 yards in a very bad offensive attack right now? Doesn't play week 3, 4, 5. Or 6. Comes back, has 6 for 59 and a touchdown, and then follows that up with another monster game. I doubt it. Let's see how healthy Ingram is, though, because he could have got hurt last night just filling up his gas tank. So let's check on good old Evan Ingram. Evan Ingram. Teams have been reportedly reaching out to trade for him. That's a good sign. That doesn't sound like somebody that's hurt. Now, he has no touchdowns to show for it. So one could say, Smitty, why are you high on Ingram? He's done nothing. But at least he's getting targets. 9 targets last week. 2 weeks ago, 10 targets. 8 targets in week 2. 7 targets in week 1. At least the volume of targets is there. I'm kind of leaning Ingram, but I pick up DJ Dallas, bro. Mark Cleveland with another one. Mark.
Thank you for the super chat.
Trade Gallaudet for Kelsey. Oh, we didn't get to that one. Sorry, Mark. I saw that in your other question. I have Gallaudet, Johnson, Metcalf, A-Rob. Why do you still have A-Rob? I thought you were going to trade him, Mark, and hit the button for Fournette and Justin Jefferson. Now this is crazy because if you traded A-Rob away, I like Justin Jefferson. I'm not down on him, but now you're going to get rid of Gallaudet for Kelsey. Oh, man. So you have Zeke. You have Zeke. I know you have Mostert hurt. You have Hasty this week. Man, that's tough. That's tough. Kelsey, what do you guys think? Gallaudet or Kelsey? I want it in the chat, and I want it now. I want Mark Cleveland helped via groupthink. Mark, you're the man. Put your question right there. Vote Kelsey or Gallaudet rest of season. Punch it. Bryce, thank you for the super chat. Trading DeAndre Swift and AB for Michael Thomas. Swift and AB for Michael Thomas. Going to trade. Just wondered if anyone is worried about his health like I am. That could go either way, man. AB could be so exciting to own, or he could completely flop. Or he could call Grandma. He could get on the phone with Grandma immediately after he gets there and go, I did it, Grandma! And just leave the team. We have no freaking clue. We have no clue. But he could be so exciting. And Swift could be really good. I kind of feel like Bryce, I don't know. I don't know if I haven't been drinking, but I almost feel like I have been because I'm saying AB and Swift. I'm not taking MT. Am I crazy? What do you guys think? Let's help Bryce out now. AB and Swift or MT? What say all of you? I'm putting your question there. Answer my super chat. West, I'm sorry. Let me find it, West. Oh, I did answer that one. I was just a little bit behind, West. Sorry. Godwin, no Chubb, still Cup or Higgins. I said Cup. Cup safer, in my opinion, West. I appreciate your super chat. Thank you very much. Northwest, Herbert or Brady, 4-point standard. God, you guys are giving me some tough ones, man. These are tough questions. So tough. The Giants, man. Brady's going to drop loads all over the place. Miss Smitty's asleep, and I don't care because I have to do this. Brady will drop loads in a week 8. He's playing the Giants. But how do we sit Herbert? I need to go to you guys again. I don't even think I have a show anymore. I think it's your show. I'm going to the audience again. Do we go with Hubert, the man we call Hubert, on the road against the Broncos, right? Broncos. On the road against the Broncos, or Thomas Brady without Godwin, without AB, but playing the New York Football Giants. Dario with the super chat. Dario says J-Rob and Hunt, and I'm worried about a Chubb return. And the Minshew injury, should I sell either running back, and for who? Other running backs are Cook and Madison. You have Cook and Madison. You own J-Rob. Don't worry about J-Rob. J-Rob's getting all the volume he needs. Hunt, I don't think you can sell Hunt high. I think you've got to wait. If you've got to sell one of them, you could sell J-Rob, but you better go get a JT, and you better get like an AB. A JT and an AB. A JT and an Evans. A JT and, you better go get a Tyreek Hill if you're selling J-Rob. And that I'd be okay with. Just make sure you feel comfortable. Dario, the answer is this. After you've made the trade, can you say to yourself, if J-Rob continues to do well, I'm still fine and I still like the trade? If you can't answer yes to that, then that means, if your player can't do as well as J-Rob going off, then you're making the wrong trade. Stafford, Lamb, or Hollywood. Now, Bryce, Mark, in Northwest, I'm still coming back to your questions. I just got to get to the answers. Stafford, Lamb, or Hollywood for Herbert redraft. Stafford, Lamb, or Hollywood for... So Stafford. Yeah, you got to get Herbert, man. I would go Hollywood and Stafford. I would try and keep Lamb. No. I keep Hollywood. If it's redraft, I keep Hollywood. If it's Dynasty, I want Lamb. Dynasty, Lamb is going to be top elite player. Freaking love it. Okay, here's the answers. You guys, Mark, you've probably already seen it, but here's my reaction. Kelsey, Gallaudet. Kelsey, Gallaudet. Kelsey. Please, Smitty, says Sid. Sid, I'll look for your question. Sorry. Kelsey. It's always Kelsey. There you go. Make the trade. Go get Jefferson. Go get Fournette. Trade for Kelsey. Try and cook up some magic. That's what I'm going to tell you, Mark. Thank you for the super chat. Super chat, Smitty, would you do J-Rob for MT? Straight up. If you can afford to wait, if you're 5 wins, 6 wins, then I would consider it. But J-Rob is playing just as good. I would not touch your team if the balance feels right. You don't need the wide receiver and you're winning. If you're winning and you need to do some kind of flip-flop with your players and cross-position trading to make sure you stay winning, then I do it. If you need to take a big stab and you're losing, then MT's probably the best play there too. So a lot of different angles on that one. I'm sorry for all the... Swift and AB... Uzi says start Deontay or DJ Dallas. I think I start Deontay. Let's see. MT, AB and Swift. MT trash, says Nick. AB and Swift, MT. What about us, Sid? Sid, I'm reading all your comments, I'm reading a lot of your comments. I'm trying to go through all of them as fast as I can, Sid. And Sid, I took care of you on my live. You were like one of the only people I answered questions for. Cut me some slack, Sid. Jeez. MT no-brainer. I still appreciate you, Sid. I'm just joking. If MT is healthy, MT for sure. I think MT's the answer, barely, Bryce. And I kind of feel like I agree. Barely. But I'm going to give you the same answer I just gave. If you need a spark, MT could be the spark. If you're doing well, you're winning great, and the balance of your team is good, don't trade Swift and AB. So it kind of depends on all that. Herbert or Brady. We got Brady. We got another plea from Sid. Answer our question. Sid! There we go. Brady. Brady's your answer. Oh, we got a couple Herberts. Brady primetime. Brady. I go Brady. Joe. Herbert, Kamara, Hunt, Ayuk, Thielen, Kelsey, Andrews, Kyler, Murray. Herbert, I don't know if you want me to help you with your lineup, but Hunt, Herbert, Ayuk, Thielen, Kelsey, Andrews, Kyler, Murray, Fournette. Joe, I'm not sure what the question is, but I love the team, bro. I'm going to keep you on screen in case I see your follow-up because I'm not too sure what it is you're asking. You're also 7-0 this year. Woo, maybe you're just celebrating because this one's for you, Joe. More like this. Number 1, bro. 7-0. What are you putting up a 2 for? Change your avatar, Joe. Next time you come in, I want the avatar changed to a 1 because you're winning. You're number 1, Joe. Get that 2 out of here. If you're not first, you're last. Okay, I think I have one more super chat, and then I should be caught up. And then, Sid, I'm looking for your question. I don't know if this is your question. It's your last message. I'm putting you up. Happy Halloween to you, buffoon. Gladiator or Wiener Man? I like the movie Gladiator. Start Lamar or Wentz? Lamar. I know Wentz, the matchup, it could happen. I understand. But no. Joe is colluding. Joe's team's so good. He's not second, he's first. He's colluding, says Scotty. Okay, Sid, here you go. Here's your moment. Sid, this better be the question and not a complaint, because I'm ready. I got you pulled up. You're here. Smitty, I'm so sorry if I'm making you mad. You're not making me mad, Sid. I got thick skin. I yell at everybody. Making you mad is just me and the person have been waiting for 50 minutes this week. Sid, I have 183 people in here. I'm doing, as Mom would yell at me, Sid, I'm doing the... Smitty, little Smitty, I'm doing the best I can. Get off my back. One time I was washing the car, or my mom was washing the car, and I think I got water, did a cannonball right in the pool, and got water right into her flower pot. She just planted just dozens of roses, and my brother and I were doing cannonball after cannonball, flooding the flower pots. No idea we're doing it. And my mom walks out. She goes, "You." It rhymes with knuckers. You little cluckers. And she yelled the F word, rhymes with cluckers, right at us. That's how I grew up. Thanks, Moms. Okay, Sid, where's your question? I'm trying to answer it. This is like the fourth time I've read your question, and your question is not your question. So hit me with it, Sid. Sid, you're so well behaved on Instagram. What is going on? Derek says, Smitty, new member. Attaboy, Derek. Derek's a new member of, I think, the YouTube membership. Sid, take a lap. You got your first take a lap request by Uzi, Sid. And Joe, why does your avatar still show 2 fingers? I want 1 finger, Joe. Let's fix that avatar, bro. Okay, Sid, where's your question? I'm looking. Sid, I've got time. I've got time for you, Sid. I've got room in my schedule. I've got an opening at 12:57 a.m. for you, Sid. You got a 30-second window before another super chat rolls in. Easy dub tomorrow. Let's go, baby, says Noah. Schmitty, says Nick. Schmitty, Hunt, Taylor, and CEH rake 'em. Rest of season. Clyde. ... Taylor, Hunt, tied. That's how I think about it, Nick. That's how I think about it. Fant, Goddard, probably this week. Is Fant even playing? Let's just check on Fant. I feel like Fant is a walking stud and injury at the same time. Yeah, nothing this... He looks fine. He hasn't really done much for people. I mean, he had a good week 1 and a touchdown in week 1 and week 2. But everyone's so amped on him, and I like him a lot, but I don't know. Goddard, let's look up Goddard real quick. Goddard? Dallas? Man, he had a big week 1. I gotta see why people are excited about Goddard coming back. I mean, sometimes you forget until you look at a game log. You're like, woo! I mean, Goddard. I was just joking. Goddard's the answer. 9 targets, 8 receptions, 101, and 1 TD. I'm going to go with Goddard. Let me go ahead. I hope everybody's still here that I've given Goddard advice to. I'm going to go backwards in time and triple stamp and double stamp and resubmit my advice. Goddard. Goddard, please. Goddard. Fant. Goddard. Going Goddard. Oh, double A. Did I just... Let's see. Carson, Zeke. Or Carson, Zeke. Mark with a super chat. Only Dynasty League. Start Zeke or Bell with Kamara. Easy call, man. Zeke. You don't put Zeke on the bench. You don't put Zeke on the bench. You don't do it. You don't do it. Rest of the season rank these guys. Jacobs, Hunt, JT. I go Jacobs. I go JT and Hunt tied. But I go Jacobs first. I like JT. Or Jacobs a lot. I like all those guys a lot. All right, Sid, I'm going to look for your question. Because I know I missed it again. Sorry, guys, I'll leave the live. Sid, that's not what we're saying. We're just joking with you. Sid said Jamal Williams or Kenny Gallaudet plus Wentz or Herbert. Thank you, Hazelnut. See, Sid, everybody in here is very helpful. And a lot of times they find it for me. It's just people come at me a lot and say, why are you ignoring me? And it's like, that happens a lot, so we joke around with it. It's not you, Sid. It's us. It's not you, it's us. It's just funny because Sid, like literally, people come at me constantly in a live and they're like, there's 189 people in the room right now. This is a slow night. If we had like 300 in the room, we'd still have people going, Smitty, I understand why you're not answering my question. Sid, think about it for 1 second. When I read 1 or 2 questions and I'm answering them, I'm pretty good at it, trying to read and continue to look at the comments while I'm talking. But it takes a minute or two to answer questions, and then we've had 844 comments come through in 57 minutes. That's a lot. How do I keep up with that? Like, Sid, I need an assistant. Send me a minion. He can sit over here and read the questions and whisper sweet questions into my ear, and then I can help faster. But Sid, I do the best I can. You're talking to a guy who did cannonballs into his mom's planner, and she called him starts with an F, rhymes with cluckers after I did that. Go Gallaudet and Herbert. Okay, so the question, Jamal Williams or Kenny Gallaudet plus Wentz or Herbert. Jamal Williams or Kenny Gallaudet. Yeah, it's easy, Herbert. You can't bench Herbert. Oh, that's Hazelnut. No, Hazelnut's giving the question for him. Okay. Jamal is a good play. But I'm going to say Galladet's the safer play. Like, you can't bench Gallaudet. You try and put Jamal on your other spot. Hubert. You can't bench Hubert. You can't bench him. Is Sid even here? I'm answering his question. I don't even know if he's even here. Smitty! You got Zeke Taylor and Adams for A-Rob, J-Rob, and A.J. Brown, said Monty. I don't know. MG Toe Legion. I don't know what you mean, but I got Zeke and Taylor and Adams for A-Rob, J-Rob, and A.J. Brown. I like that. If it's and Monty, not said Monty. I don't know if Monty said this to you, but I like it. I take that. All day long, Legion. I did Andrews. I answered his question. 191 likes, 191 and 84 likes. Hit the like button. Hey, Smitty, L. Jackson or Burrow. I go Jackson. Sid, where are you? You bet, Legion. Goddard or Hawkinson? I've changed my mind to all Goddard. Goddard. After looking at his week 1 line, which I forgot about. Okay, TD Dynasty League. Sid's still here! Look, Sid, I'm going to stop reading a question and come to you and pay you attention. Yes, I'm back. I understand, Smitty. It's just that you almost answered my question and couldn't see it anymore. Well, Sid, I'm looking at the screen. Sid, type it in and ask me another question. I'll take care of you. Sid, did I not take care of you on IG Live? I saw your questions. I took care of it. You asked me, go find my question. I went and looked for it. You know me, Sid. I take care of my people. Who has the better chance of breaking out, Dobbins or Moss? I like both of them, Alex. I like both of them. Ah, damn, I got rid of that question. I think it was this one. Start Zeke or Bell with Kamara. You Zeke. You can't, yeah. I think I already answered this one. You can't sit Zeke, man. No. Never sit Zeke. I don't care if he's fumbled. I don't care what's going on. And if I had to answer this question, Alex, I'm going to probably tell you Dobbins. But I love both of them. Doobie Snacks in the house. Doobie. Smitty and Sid, Monday mornings. Smitty yelling at Sid, Monday mornings. That camera angle. What's wrong with this camera angle? Does it make me look thin, hefty? Like, what's going on, Andrews? Ugh. I gotta cross my leg. I can't cross my leg. Woods or T. Higgins? Woods. Robinson or Evans. I'm gonna go Evans this week. Hazel says the studio looks sweet. Thank you, bro. Robinson or Evans? I'm still going Evans. Noah, if you tell someone to shut TFU, I don't want to say that, your message will be blocked. Be nice, good sir. Thank you, Doobie. Robinson or Evans? I still want Evans. Nick says block Noah. Noah, what are you doing? I haven't even seen what Noah's been doing. But Noah, you got blocked several times. Stop it. The studio is nice. Thank you. 9 in a box against Zeke. I get it, but I don't know, man. I'm not benching Zeke. I don't care. You could get that 9 in a box story told about every player. Herbert or Lamar? I go Lamar, but I don't blame anyone for going Hubert. I just don't blame them. Trade in process. Traded Josh Allen and Fulgham for James Robinson. I have Murray. Okay, traded Josh Allen and Fulgham. Yeah, I love Allen, but dude, you can't get a ton of value for quarterbacks. You cleaned up on that. I mean, James Robinson, if drafting right now, moving forward, would go way higher than Josh Allen. You cleaned up on that trade, Blake. That's how you do it. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Whoa. Sorry, my YouTube page loaded. Started playing my YouTube page. Alright, next question. Hollywood going to blow up this week. Hope everyone has him locked and loaded. Jordan, I like you. I like the way you think. Because Hollywood Brown is like number 5 in air yards. So this dude is going to go crazy at some point. There we go. Bob, I can't say the whole word because Bob makes my workstation go crazy when I say his name. Floyd Mayweather shirt. Hey, I have a question, Derek, while you're here. If you're a Floyd fan. Is there a shot that Floyd will fight what's his name? Notorious. Is there a shot that there's a rematch, a boxing rematch, or another fight between why am I blanking out on his name? Somebody give me his name. MMA fight. Why am I blanking out? Conor McGregor. Is there a chance that Conor and Mayweather will have a rematch? I want to know, Derek. I hope so. I traded Josh Jacobs and Lamb and got D-Hop and Montgomery. Jacobs and Lamb, D-Hop, Montgomery. Pretty even, man. I kind of like the D-Hop side a little more if it's PPR. Mix in the GOAT. No, you can't say that. Those two words in the same sentence. We've talked about this. We've talked about this, bro. Computer. Who is Bob?
According to Wikipedia, Bobby Ray Simmons Jr.
Computer, stop. Computer, stop. Okay, PC Bob. I gotta call you PC Bob because you activate my system when I say your name. Dylan Dan asks, should I trade my Godwin and Landry for J-Rob? Godwin and Landry for J-Rob. I would trade for J-Rob. I get J-Rob. You got AB, MT, A-Rob, Fulgham, Raker. I go get, yes. Thank you very much, Joe. I appreciate you. Thank you, Bob, for relaying the message. And I would go get J-Rob in that situation. No question about it. Thank you for the help, Bob. Blake, I already got that one. That's fine, Smitty. I'm going to call you PC Bob. Are you a Dell man, Bob? Are you a Mac man? What kind of box do you run? Smitty, is adding Hollywood to a trade too much or irrelevant to you? It depends on the trade. So it would be Evans and A-Rob and Hollywood for MT. Evans, A-Rob, Hollywood. That's a lot of talent to give up, man. Justin Jefferson's almost nothing to me. MT for Evans, A-Rob, and Hollywood. I think that's too much. I can't imagine, Sherman, your team. I forget your team, to be honest, because I have so many questions and comments that come through. But I can't imagine your team still being as powerful, getting rid of all three of them. What's up, Sean? Marlon with the Wiener Man angry comment again. I don't know what's going on here. Here we go, Derek. I'm a big boxing fan. Just want to take Leo just an hour ago. Floyd is his promoter, and Floyd was there. Did he answer the question, though? I'm a big boxing fan. I was asking about Conor. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I think they will fight again. They made a lot of money in that fight. Here's the thing, Derek. I know I'm not a boxing guy like you, because you're a big boxing fan, you said. But I watched that fight, and I firmly believe Conor would have won that fight had he been able to go the distance and not get winded. Because his reach, his ability to keep him away, Conor was good at those strikes, his little quick jabs constantly. And he kept Floyd so far away from him. Had he been able to not break down, get tired, drop his guard, literally leave himself wide open, Conor would have won that fight, in my opinion. I think if Conor would have come in more in shape, he would have won that fight. That's my opinion, though. Wentz or Rodgers? You got to go Rodgers. I mean, I understand. In the morning, check the weather. Be here, Smitty1.com. We'll go over that one because that could definitely influence it, but I want to hear that stuff in the morning, not now, not the night before. Weather changes. Things are so different the next morning, and you have people saying blizzard, and then you look at the field and it looks like it looks like 95-degree weather. Like, we got to go into the morning and figure that out. Smitty is the best babysitter. I agree. Pick 3. Deontay, Fulgham, Lockett, A-Rob, Ayuk. Deontay, Lockett, A-Rob. Don't overthink it. You've got good options. They could go off at any moment, but don't overthink that shiat. I want to see Conor destroy Mayweather in the octagon. I do too, but I want to see Conor beat him in the ring too. And then everybody's just going to say that Mayweather is too old. Floyd didn't train for that fight. He would take it more serious this time and make it look worse, trust me. But a lot of people think the same way, which is why I'd make a great fight. I agree with you. I think that a lot of people are going to be on both sides of that fence. You could say that if Conor had been more in shape and could go the distance, that if they had both done that, then maybe it would have been the same result and been a close fight. I don't know. Hey, dude, this is not for boxing. Smitty, would be proud if I traded Kyler for Dalvin Cook. If you've got a good backup quarterback, especially, yes. Yes. I highly recommend keeping only about fantasy football. Thanks, Cody. I appreciate it. Cody saved me. Cody, look, I talked about it for how many seconds out of an hour and 10 minutes? Come on. Smitty, Kittle for Antonio Brown and Eckler. Kittle for Antonio Brown and Eckler. Eckler, to me, you got to assume he won't be back. So I'm going to take Kittle. Thank you, Cody. I appreciate your help. I do. Zeke for Connor. One thing, Cody, though, is I am myself. And I think that's ultimately why a lot of people do like to watch the show. I don't always just stick to football. I talk about movies. I do silly, on-purpose, bad rap songs. And I think people come here for the Smitty factor, too, bro. It's not all about the football. And I think I do enough. Football, Connor. I think I do enough football that 3.5 minutes of other topics will be fine. Herbert, even though you flood that Chargers... What? I got Herbert, even though you flood that Chargers slander time to time. Joe, I don't know what you're saying to me, but I appreciate you. And I want to see the one. I want the same photo. Here's the thing. Joe, I want you to actually get in the car, put the seatbelt on, be in the same shirt, lean over the same way, do the exact same photo, and I want the one. Or I can Photoshop and send it to you, if that's easier for you. I'm going to do that. I'm going to screenshot. I don't know. I don't have time. Never mind. What am I doing? The things I waste my time on, I could be so much more productive if I don't try and Photoshop somebody's avatar so it has one finger instead of two. Smitty is the one cool friend that doesn't talk trash about anyone. I guess I yell at a lot of people, Scotty, but I do it in love. That's Joe's Facebook profile pic. I wanted to redo it exactly. Thoughts on Chris Hogan? I don't like Chris Hogan, man. I'm not starting Chris Hogan. I'm not playing Chris Hogan. I'm not owning Chris Hogan. Who's your favorite artist? See? Who was his name? Was it Connor? Yeah, Connery. Sean Connery died. I can't believe it, guys. Sean Connery died. That's crazy. Who's your favorite artist? Like painting? I don't know. Painters? But like musician? I don't even know anymore. I don't even listen to me. I listen to this song all day long. This artist. I made it. This is all I listen to. I drive around in my car and I turn on this song. It's like elevator music. It's like working in a store where you hear the same song every 4 minutes. Let's kill it. Let's kill the music. On that note, let's stop the music. Whoops. Joe, I'm going to answer these questions here. Nick says trade Kamara for JK and Randy Moss. No. Joe, recreate it soon, and no, it's not my Facebook profile. All this money I spend, I should just call sometime, Smitty. Joe, I'll tell you what, Joe. DM me on IG. DM me on IG, but you are surely you need to give that Hey Smitty a try. The live chat is more productive in the off season, Chris says. Zeke for Connor. Zeke by a lot, Willie. By a lot. I don't even mess around with Connor. AB for Deontay Johnson. I take AB. Zeke and AB. 1 versus 1 me on Madden. I'll take you on a Madden sometime. Drop Singletary. It depends on who you can get, bro. Who can you get? Sean Connery. Yeah, it's crazy Sean Connery died. Chris, already got that. I don't know why you say that, Chris. What's wrong with it? My team is fire now, says Jay. Jay, good to see you. Jay. Jay, where you been? Yeah, Double A. I didn't realize he was 90. That is a solid run. It's not like he passed away like prematurely. Like 90. You go at 90. I don't know anybody that goes, oh, dude, he went too soon. It's like you go at 90. It's like, you borrowed a good 4 to 7, 8 years that other people didn't have. So we all try and hit a hundy. Who doesn't want to live to a hundy? But 90's a good run. I can't believe he was 90. But that is sad. It's always sad to see an actor pass away that you watch a lot of his movies. I mean, back to Indiana Jones and all that. Trade Waller, Gibson for James Robinson. Hurting at running back. Trade Waller and Gibson for James Robinson. I probably... That's a tough one because Gibson could start getting a ton of volume and be good all year long. And I like Waller, but I'd probably go James Robinson, assuming you have a decent backup tight end. James Robinson's fire, and I want him. Just Sherman says, for people wondering, I did my first phone call today. He called me right away, and it was very helpful. Thank you. Thank you, Sherman. He ordered at heysmitty.com, which is right here. heysmitty.com, and he got a phone call. And in fact, if someone orders a phone call right now, I'll call you live on the air. Can you imagine the stuff he saw in Hollywood for 60 years? Yeah, no kidding, man. Smitty, do I play Kelly Hyde if he plays or Hasty? I'd rather play Hasty if it sounds like he's going to get all the run or a big chunk of the run over even Hyde getting, some good volume. I think Hasty could do serious damage, but the problem will be we don't know if Hasty's getting all the run. Maybe Hasty doesn't. Maybe they play Coleman. We don't really know, but Hasty for now, I would assume is a safer option. Should I trade Mixon for Keenan Allen? That's a safe move. I think most people would say no, but I mean, I think it depends on your situation. Rock out. If you have a decent running back crew and it's not going to hurt you too bad, I'd maybe, consider this. But the truth is, you're going to draft Mixon higher than Keenan Allen. You should be getting a little more. Dallas Goddard. Dallas Goddard. Oh, the answer is always Dallas Goddard. Robber of victory. Always Dallas Goddard. Thank you for the super chat. We've changed our tune on Dallas Goddard questions for the rest of the night. Hasty or Tevin Coleman or P. Ryan. Hasty. Until we find out Hasty's not playing or Coleman starting, you have to assume Hasty's going to get more run, but it's so tough to know. You have to be on it in the morning. Oh, DJ Dallas. Okay. I thought it was Dallas Goddard. If it's Dallas, if it's DJ Dallas, if he's starting, DJ Dallas. Victory. DJ Dallas, man. You guys, sometimes people put, first name only in it. It's hard to know. But if DJ Dallas is starting, he's easily the play. But we don't know. We're not sure what's going on. Jimmy Graham or Harrison Bryant. I'd probably go Harrison Bryant, even over Burton. Mixon isn't even hurt. He's just saving his energy to explode in the second half per usual. If Mixon needs time off, then he is not going to be on my team slacking like that, Noah. That's how you teach your fantasy football players to play. Don't show up until midseason. Smitty, if you only knew what goes on in Hollywood, you would think differently. Yeah, I know, man. I actually know. It is very sick. It was a lot worse, now that with social media and whistleblowers, things are cleaning up a little bit more than normal. I know that, but it was crazy. Traded my Zeke for Clyde and Waller. I like Clyde and Waller more. So Damon Moneybags Clayton, I appreciate your super chat, and I like the way you think. This is a guessing game this year, JS. I agree with you. Coleman is listed as the starter. We'll see in the morning. What's going on with that? Jefferson or Higgins? I go Jefferson. I really need help. Should I trade Aaron Jones and Chris Godwin for Devontae Adams? I don't think so, man. I mean, God. Should I trade Aaron Jones and Chris Godwin for Devontae Adams? Other running backs are Taylor and Hunt. That's a lot of talent. And Godwin could end up being... You know what? If you need the win now, maybe take Devontae. Try and get more though, because if you can't afford to lose and Aaron Jones is out, you can't wait on Aaron Jones, and that's a good. I mean, you're getting the best player in the deal in Devontae Adams. I rank him a little high ahead of Aaron Jones right now, obviously because Aaron Jones is hurt. So I would probably go get him. Just try and get a tad bit more. But good question, man. Super chat by Porter. A.J. Brown or Kenny Gallaudet rest of season. I'm going to roll with A.J. Brown, but barely. I love both these guys, man. They're both studs. They're both low-end wide receiver ones, in my opinion, that you don't even have to buy at wide receiver one value. My backs are Zeke, Clyde, Scott, and Drake. And Rockout, what was your question? See how quickly I forget. Should I trade Mixon for Keenan Allen? I might, man, because you're pretty good at running back, and I just worry about Mixon. Hunt, point projection. Sid, Clyde, point projection, and A.J. Brown, point projection. See, Sid, I see your questions when when I see it, I answer it. Hunt. $125 on the ground, 1 TD, 3 receptions for 15 yards. Boom. Clyde. What did I say earlier? 110 or 120 total yards, 3 to 4 receptions, 1 TD. AJ Brown, at least 9. I think I gave a 90 to 100 earlier. 90 to 100 yards receiving, 7 receptions, 1 or 2 TDs. We might get a double out of AJ Brown. There you go, Sid. Smitty, tank C.H. Jacobs. No, I'm not tanking him. Wait, we have time switch tonight? I don't know what you mean. Josh Jacobs for Tyreek Hill. What say you? I like, if you need Sean, they're dead even to me. Like if I'm drafting, I would wonder which one I would draft if I was on the clock. So it comes down to your team, and who you need. If you need a running back, you need a wide receiver. Literally, I would have that make my decision for me. Who should I start at running back 2? PPR Coleman, Dobbins or P. Ryan. Coleman, Dobbins. I'd probably start Dobbins for now and monitor the news in the morning. You'll be here on Smitty1.com. I can help guide you through and navigate through the news landscape in the morning. But if Coleman gets to start, if JK gets to start, I believe one of them... Miss Smitty sleeping and I hit the wrong button. Glad I didn't hit the alarm button. The alarm's a lot louder. Coleman... You know, one of Coleman or Dobbins should get the actual news-based printed start. Time doesn't change for Smitty. That is true, kind of. I'm in Arizona. We have no daylight savings time, but all of you crazy mofos change around us. So my Eastern time goes from 3 hours ahead now to 2 hours ahead. So tomorrow, the games are at... I think this happens next... Is it this week? Is it... Oh, do I get to sleep in an extra hour tomorrow? Because Eastern changes and the games actually air differently for me. So everything changes around me. It's crazy. And so everyone thinks it doesn't affect me. The time zones, they do. Like, I get to sleep in another hour tomorrow if the games are late. So let me just check. 11 a.m. Thank you for the good news. Smitty would have woke up. I always forget that. That it affects me in week. Usually it's a week or two later, though. Not in week 8. Usually it's week 9 or 10, I thought. So I get to sleep another hour. That is excellent news. So I'll be live my time. Instead of 9 a.m., I'll be live at 10 a.m. Somebody gets to sleep in. I get to maybe eat my breakfast before I go live tomorrow morning. I'm glad you said that. I would not have known daylight savings switched over until... Maybe I would have figured it out before I went to bed, but I forgot. Totally forgot about that. Porter, thank you for the super chat. Porter, and where's my button? Porter and Troy.
Thank you for the super chat. May I have another?
Porter and Troy. Troy says A-Rob or Beasley have PPR. A-Rob. Pretty easy call for me. I mean, Beasley could outscore him, but I'm going. Where's my loudspeaker? Right down here. If I got a big enough super chat, I would walk in and with the bullhorn wake up Miss Smitty. We'll have to figure out what that price is. Maybe we hit like a $300 level or something. I mean, we probably get that on somebody, so it wouldn't be hard to. We'll come up with a number, and I'll patch myself in on a Zoom call, and then flip the camera around, and then walk in the other room, go into the bedroom with the camera, and wake up Miss Smitty with the megaphone. And it better be she better be getting some of that pie, because she will not be happy. But if I say, don't worry, you get a gourmet meal, you get a gourmet steak, babe. Smitty, your wife, up at the bullhorn, she gets extra hour of sleep. Waking up a pregnant woman with a bullhorn. Nice knowing you. Yeah, that's true, double A. Smitty, would you drop Lazard for DJ or not worth it? Drop Lazard for DJ. I think it probably is worth it. Take that chance. What's up, JP? JP, have you been here the whole time? Oh, did I get that other super chat? Dang it. Here we go. Porter, I'm sorry, Porter. Porter's waiting patiently. My wide receivers are Julio, A.J. Brown, Kenny G, and I have Antonio Gibson on my bench. MT owner wants Gibson and Kenny G or A.J. Brown. I probably keep A.J. Brown. I like him a little bit more. I wouldn't mind trading Gibson and Kenny G to get MT. I don't know. What do you guys think of that? Do you think you should just keep... Is Gallaudet close enough to MT that you keep Gibson? I don't think you're giving us your running backs here, so it's tough to know how much you need Gibson. I think if you need a spark, MT could be a spark. But I don't know, man. Welcome, JP. I know you said you don't make the Saturday night lives that much. Get MT. Keep Gallaudet, Zeke, and Connor. Keep what you have. Smitty, make a good song for J-Rob. Stay put. Lindsay or Coleman. I think the news tomorrow, Rodrigo is going to help us. It's tough for me to tell you. I don't know what Coleman's status is. J-Rob song. Maybe we'll do a J-Rob song. Maybe not tonight, though. Flex A-Rob or Brandon Ayuk A-Rob. Anything can happen, man. Do you get recognized when you go to the store? If so, I bet it's annoying. Scotty, not as much as you would think yet, but I know that as the show grows, once, when we get, not if, but when we get to 100K. But here's the reason why I wouldn't probably be recognized from the YouTube show as much as you would think. It's happened, like very rarely. But I have been on CBS Sports and NBC Sports Radio, or I was. This year was the first year that COVID took the show out. But for 16 straight years, I've been on CBS Sports Radio and NBC Sports Radio, and we've done the show at different or a sports bar location. So there have been people over the years that have seen us on that show, and so I've gotten recognized on from that show and also a couple times from YouTube. One time I was on a scooter ride, and we went to the shopping center in Tempe, like by Tempe Town Lake. And we were on the scooter, and on one of my lives, somebody recognized me. So that was funny. But past that, I mean, it happens, but not very rarely. Because if you think about how many people there are, like right now, how many people here are in Arizona, like drop a thumbs up if you're from Arizona. So we'll just get a feel for how many people are in Arizona right here in this show right now. So you can kind of get a sense of why you may not run into somebody a ton yet. But when I get to 100K, we will. That'll probably change. Yeah, where's everybody at? Drop in where you're from. I saw the scooter show, Buffoon said. Cali, New Jersey, New York, Boston kid, Elgin, Herbert or Derek Carr. Come on, Herbert, man. You don't sit We got a song about Herbert. You don't sit Herbert. Hubert. Dallas. Indiana. Fitz says Seattle. I've been to Indiana a lot. Family have lived in Indiana. I'm your neighbor, Smitty, if you didn't know. Nick, where are you at? Phoenix? Sometimes I forget where all of you are from, so don't think I neglect you or I don't want to remember. Fort Wayne, that's cool. Kansas City boy. Tucson, Ethan's from Tucson. He's an Arizona native. See, not one Arizona person, but Ethan and Nick. No, I live right next to you. Nick's watching. Vancouver. Hit the thumbs up on your way in the door. 253 of you in the room. How many thumbs up do we have? If we don't have at least 150 thumbs up, I'm gonna be a little sad, because all it takes is a little pressy poo of your finger right on the little button, and you're helping your boy Smitty out a ton. So press that button. Smitty, can I get an autographed Smitty hat? I do sell them, actually. And I am out of them at the moment. The studio move-in took a lot of my time. I didn't have time to do a lot of the hat stuff, but I was selling hats. I changed it to, I got an inventory here. So here's like what we have. So I have all these Smitty hats. These ones are pretty cool. They have the Velcro thing here. There's actually a Velcro thing at the top too. And then it came with an American flag also. Then I have a couple different hats. I have these. We have I have a lot of merch. 2021 is going to be big for the merch. And given that this isn't going away anytime soon, we'll be sporting these bad boys. Oh yeah. 124 likes, 251 in the room. Hit the thumbs up, people. Hit the thumbs up. Should I keep Kenny Dog? So I think I answered this question, and I appreciate you. I myself will go after MT if you need a spark. If you need a spark, go after MT. Those hats are dope. Thank you. Okay, so here are the hats. This one is a newer one, and it's pretty good. It's, good quality. They're fitted. They're all fitted. And this one is actually stitched in. But I started to make these because not everybody wants to wear a Smitty hat. A lot of people do, believe it or not. But this makes some more sense for some people. Smitty1.com. You're able to wear the hat. You're able to wear the Smitty brand, but you don't have to wear the Smitty name. So everybody's different, or you have that on the back. But this hat's pretty dope. But I got a lot of them. I mean, look at this. So it's a matter of boxing them up, getting them ready, and the merch is coming. The merch is coming. Don't you worry about the merch. Don't you worry about the merch. The merch is coming. I have to wear a hat backwards. You don't have to, JP. Oh, I'll be giving them one out. Don't worry. There's only 3 likes, and I hit the third one a while ago. 3 likes. There's more than 3 likes. There should be 150. Okay, fantasy questions. We're going to go speed round. If your question's more than 1 line, I'm going to skip it. Speed round. Ready? Oh, JP. Oh, you already answered that one. Beasley, A-Rob. And do I have any super chats? I don't think so. I'm clear. I'm in the clear. If I missed a super chat, will you please let me know? Speed round. Go. When will you have the Smitty bobblehead? I don't know. Hopefully soon. Gallman or another waiver. I don't know who's on waivers. Heel. But Gallman's going to get some volume. He's not bad. Thoughts on Benjamin? I like Benjamin enough to pick him up if you own Edmonds and you have a spot to burn. Herbert or Josh Allen? I'm going to go Josh Allen rest of season, but I know that's not going to be popular. But I don't know. Woods or Fournette? Probably go Woods until Fournette gets more of a guarantee. Carson or Deontay? Carson's not going to play. So Amari, Deontay, there's your 2. Carson's probably not going to play. Check in the morning. Come here, Smitty1.com. I'll let you know if he is a go. Start Sid Hollywood Brown. Depends on who you got. I like Hollywood Brown. He's number 5 or top 5 in the league in air yards. He's doing something right. He's just not getting the football delivered to him in a proper fashion. Could that change? Maybe it doesn't. And that could be why you don't want to play him. But I like him. He's doing good. Starting Dobbins this week, I am if the options are bleak. And I think he's got a lot of upside. Mims or Shepard? Oh, God, neither. But I like Mims. Mims is a huge talent, but I don't know if he's ready or not. I kind of want to wait and see, but if I'm forced, I guess Mims. But make sure he's a go. Clyde or Bell? Come on, JS. The answer to that's easy. It's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Always has been. Always will be. Lockett or Hill? Hill. But I like both. Sorry, ignore that was Mexican food or Italian. Probably Italian, but I like both. Need to drop one. James White or Justin Jackson. I'm going to say drop White. Justin Jackson. I like White a little more. Zeke for Thomas and Thielen. Probably. I would take both wide receivers if you can weather that with your running backs. Rest of season defense, that's less obvious. Tampa Bay, for whatever reason, people have slept on all year, and I don't even know if people are. KC, sometimes people drop them. They went crazy last week. Past that, man, it's tough. Green Bay. Tampa seems to be cut, here and there throughout the year, but it's you kind of got to go off your defensive scoring too. So toss out a couple options for me. Clyde Edwards-Helaire or Kenny Gallaudet at flex. I go Clydey boy, but that's close. I try and get both in. I don't know how you have that kind of option, Eric. I'm not telling you to bench Gallaudet. I'll never tell you to bench Gallaudet, but I can't tell you to bench Clyde. Goddard or Fant, I go Goddard. Answer is Goddard. We looked up his game log. 100 yards and a touchdown in week 1. Goddard. Always Goddard from now on. And I amend all of my advice moving forward, or moving backward on the show, because I gave a couple other names instead of Goddard. I'm changing it. I changed my mind. Hunt, Metcalf for Derrick Henry, Boyd. I take Derrick Henry, Boyd, but barely. That's hard for me to say because I love Metcalf. Thoughts on Mooney? Mooney's good. Kind of like Fulgham. You pick him up, you hope for the best, but it's tough to count on. Clyde or Gallaudet, I already got that one. How about a real size Smitty bobblehead? Probably has better knees too. JP, it would have much better knees. I'd probably be better off cutting off both my legs and starting fresh with 2 blades. I can still run though. Forward and backward, not as good side to side. Forward and backward, I can run. I can still run like a 6-minute mile, maybe sub 6-minute mile. But side to side, not so good anymore. Swift or Gaskin, rest of season, I go Swift. Beasley or Ayuk this week, probably Beasley safer. Ayuk has a tiny bit more upside, but a little bit more risk. Trade Hunt and Metcalf for Henry, Boyd, I already got that one. Taylor and Sanders for Aaron Jones and Swift. Sanders is hurt, Aaron Jones is hurt. You're talking about kicking each other in the nuts a couple times, and who knows who's going to end up the better, who's going to end up left standing. Taylor and Sanders probably has a little less appeal than Aaron Jones and Swift if Aaron Jones is back, but man, we don't know. That's a tough one. I don't like getting involved in those trades where there's a mess on both sides of the fence. Hill or Lockett, already got that one, I think. Hill. Drop one, James White, already got that one. Hasty, Gallum, Fulgham, flex. Going Hasty as long as everything looks good tomorrow. If the news doesn't look good on Hasty and they're like, we're starting Coleman, then Gallman's probably getting the most work, but Fulgham's a little more exciting, but there's no real clear cut there. You got to kind of pick your poison. I'm going to be expecting a 30 piece from Clyde. Noah, I would agree with that. McKinnon or Coleman for the 49ers. We're going to find out in the morning. Ronaldo, I can't give you an answer because I'd be guessing and blowing smoke right up your rear end on that one. Boyd or James Conner, I go Boyd. That's me. I don't blame you for going either. Deontay Johnson or Conner, 1 point PPR. I'm going Conner. Mims. Kango. Sure, Kango. Mims. I appreciate you. Where you been? Drop one. James White or Justin Jackson. Drop Jackson. Amari Cooper, Deontay. Cooper's safer, but Deontay's got way more upside. Pick your poison, George. If you venture to Vegas 2, 3, 4 times a year, you go Deontay and you don't look back. But if you're an uptight non-trader, you worry, you can't get sleep at night when you make the wrong move, you better go safe with Amari because you won't sleep at night if Deontay doesn't play well. Smitty, thoughts on Darryl Mooney? I already said that. Bell won't go off second half. Bell could do okay, but that doesn't mean Clyde won't do okay either. Connor, Deontay, already got that one. DJ Moore, Hollywood, going DJ Moore, and that's like in Hollywood. I go DJ Moore. I've been telling you guys to buy low on him for weeks. He finally popped off. He did a little regression thing last week, but he'll be back. Don't worry about it. He'll be fine. Or regression this week, Thursday, Noah. So, didn't have as big a game as we'd have liked on Thursday, but I'd buy low. But the problem is you got to wait until next week because if you accept the Thursday night player, that trade doesn't go through until next week. So that could be good because you got Hollywood for 1 week. Edmonds or Clyde Edwards-Helaire the next few weeks. I'm going with Clydey boy Jay. Jay, show up here more often, please. Where have you been? Harris or James White? White, I guess. What did Harris even do last week? Computer Bob getting political. Some people say don't get political or whatever. I'm going to post whatever this is because I haven't even read it, but it should be fun. Computer Bob says, Do you understand what this election is all about? Dems are trying to sell the country down the river. Corruption in D.C. is everywhere.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Computer, stop. Every time I say his name, you activate my system. That's political, Bob. They will be arresting. This political season, I love politics. I don't get into it because I don't want people getting upset. But I actually love it. I want a political show someday. If you all will follow me over there and love whatever side I take or argue, I'm not going to do that on this show, no matter what side you think I'm on. I'm on every side when it comes to the fantasy football show. But I'm curious to know if you guys would be interested in a political show outside of this one. Hey, bro, any recommendations? On what? Heat? I don't know. Clyde Edwards-Helaire or Edmonds the next few weeks. Already got that one. I'm going to scroll to the bottom and start fresh. Vote Smitty, Cody. Write in Smitty, Cody. Thank you, Cody. Let's go, Kim. No, Noah. No, I almost read that, Noah. What do you recommend I do, Smitty? Kyler, wide receivers are Gallaudet, Ridley, Chark, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, JT, Hunt, Edmonds. As far as a trade, you could sell... You can't really sell any of those players high, but Edmonds. You could maybe sell Edmonds and Chark and get like a wide receiver upgrade, go get an MT, something like that. But you got to have a lot of guys go crazy before you can start selling because you don't want to sell low. Smitty, I have a feeling you are a liberal Democrat. Sorry. What makes you think that, by the way? I'm just curious. What I would like to know. I'm not going to even tell you, computer Bob.
I don't know that one.
Computer, stop. I'm not going to tell you PC Bob, but I want to know why you think I'm a Democrat. Why you call me... I would... You know what would be fun? I'd love to take a vote in here and see... I don't want you guys to admit...
I'm not quite sure how to help
computer,
you
stop. Computer, stop. Turn off. But I am curious to know... I don't want to put you guys in that position, but it would be so funny to see everybody vote or tell you what they are. Liberal, like Republican, Democrat. I'd be so curious what the numbers actually look like in here. Smitty Brady 2020. Edgar has it down. Appreciate you, Smitty. I felt confident at the top of the week. Now, with really hurt, my confidence is plummeting. Yeah, but bro, all of your players except for Edmonds, you can't sell high. You got to let them rebound and do well, or you're selling low. So I would wait. Or Chark and Edmonds for a wide receiver that's struggling. Tyreek Hill would be a good one. Trump train baby says Doobie Snacks. Doobie's getting on the Trump train. Dobbins, Jackson, Gallman, Dallas, Moss. I don't know what I'm looking at there, Abel, but I appreciate you. Brady, Super Bowl, book it. Nick's a Republican. Smitty might be old enough in 2028. Andrews isn't shy about saying he's a Democrat. Ellis isn't shy saying he's a Trump voter. Smitty, third party candidate. You know what? That's probably the truth. If you want me to dance around it a little bit. Noah, don't say that in here. Why would you even say that? I honestly, like, I'm not going to tell you, maybe I will someday, but I'm not going to tell you what side, but both sides are just a mess. Like, I think anybody, like, the God's honest truth is, anybody arguing one side to an extreme degree is a little bit blind, and biased toward that side, because both are a mess. Both are a mess right now. Like, I don't even want to get into it. I want to get into it. I want to get into it, but I don't want to get into it. I really do. I really do want to get into it. I got to create another show. I got to create another show so we can get into that. But Noah, stop with that. We don't tolerate that. Smitty votes Kanye. Smitty's undecided. I if there was a third party candidate, I would vote for him, because I think both sides, not just the politician himself. It's both sides are just a mess. I feel like everyone lies to everybody. Kanye Smitty 2020 ticket. If Kanye asked me to run with him, I would do it. The Rock. The Rock would be good. If we're gonna go celebrity from here on out, we might as well just vote for The Rock. He's a businessman. He's tough. If Rock went into a meeting with our enemies or our allies or our frenemies, whatever, and The Rock walked in and he was like, "You're gonna give us cheaper oil and you're gonna give it to us now." Higgins, Mims. What's funny is, Bob, if you were to watch, I want to say one of my Instagram's gone. My old Instagram's gone. But one of my Instagram videos, you would have probably got a hint of what side I'm on. And then I stopped doing it because people get all upset. Smitty, president. Clyde, vice president. I'll take it. Smitty, Deontay, Claypool, or Higgins. I'm going to go with Deontay. Stone Cold Steve Austin 2024, says Cody. I'd vote The Rock. Smitty, subscribed and thumbed up. Tua or Jimmy G. Probably Tua this week until we get a feel for what... I'm sorry, Jimmy G this week until we get a feel for what Tua can do for us. You could always roll the dice. Hawkins 2020 Green Party, baby. Yes on The Rock, says JS. Smitty, Joe Mixon 2024 ticket. I'd team up with Joe Mixon. Thanks, Smitty. Love the content, bro. Thank you, Marty. I appreciate you. I'll have my Tua shirt on tomorrow, says JP. Why do you think Chark has become so disappointing? It's Minshew. It's not him. Just like Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown and Chark are both going to do well eventually, I think. I wouldn't be surprised if only celebrities become president from here on out. I agree with you because social media is so big. It's, like The Rock ran. When The Rock posts a video of himself on IG, it gets like 100,000 likes and views, and it's crazy. Like, his reach on his IG blows away like so much like commercial money like that you would spend, like all these ads. Does Biden really? Come on, Noah, you're gonna get in trouble, man, on here, because one of the mods is gonna punch your ticket. Smitty just came to say what's up. Happy Halloween. Thank you, Jose. Smitty, is it true that... No, stop, Noah. Can the Cowboys do good without Dak Prescott? No, JT. They're proving they can't. Elbow Bump says, Nick, seeing Chark and Hollywood regress makes Terry look good. Look like a god. Sorry. I'll vote for his eyebrow alone. Who are we talking about? Honestly, LeBron could get a few votes if he ran. That's true. I think it's going to be celebrities. Isn't The Rock the most popular IG person in the States? I think he is, AA. He's so popular. And he's a cool dude. He's successful. He's a businessman. He knows how to take one thing and turn it into a whole nother. He created his whole career by himself. He's scary. And Doobie and Computer Bob, he is a Republican, I believe. I don't know if he would admit that in today's world, but I think he is a Republican, so you'd be happy. Pick 2, Hasty, Moss, Damian Harris, AP, Valdez-Scantling. Pick 2, Hasty and Moss. Final answer for now. The morning game shall tell all, or the morning news shall tell all. Start Rager or White tomorrow. Rager probably. Smitty, Thielen, Hollywood Brown, or Robert Woods. You got to go Thielen. Don't piss off Noah. He gets really mad when you disrespect Thielen. But no, Thielen is playing too good to put on the bench. Rock has 200 million subs. I know, man. It's crazy. The Rock could have run in his sleep. He could win in his sleep, too. Hey, if Arnold Schwarzenegger won, The Rock can win. Yeah, Schwarzenegger did really bad. Oh, did he? Okay, AA. AA said that The Rock endorsed Biden. But that could be a Hollywood move. It doesn't matter if he's a Republican or Democrat. If you work in Hollywood, you can't be for Trump. Or you get outcasted. The Rock is a Biden supporter. He's a Republican. I don't know that that's true. That's true. Biden plays fantasy food Trump plays fantasy with Ivanka, says JS. I believe Trump eats McDonald's every single day, which is crazy. What's up, Smitty? Just traded Bell and Footage Johnson for Devontae Parker? Footage Johnson. David Johnson? Just traded Bell and Footage. I don't know what you're saying. Zeke Hollywood or Robert Woods? Andrews, you can't be honestly asking me if you want to bench Zeke for Robert Woods or no. You play Zeke. Zeke. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Deontay Johnson. I already missed the question though. Hold on. Traded Bell and Deontay Johnson for Devontae Parker. I'd rather have Bell and Deontay Johnson. Don't get mad at me, Michael, but I would. I mean, Devontae Parker, who knows? I guess Tua could turn him into a stud, but for now, I'm not expecting it. Do you think there will be a J.K. Dobbins coming out party after the bye? I believe there could be. He could also not get the run we want. We're all disappointed. Everybody comes yelling and screaming at me, and everybody drops him, and then he goes off in week 12. Everybody needs to be patient. No one in their right mind should be pulling for Trump, says Jaws. Trump is a tight end too, says Dutta. Diggs or Hunt, rest of season PPR, says Ernest Diggs. Diggs, how could you not root for the guy that shares your name? I'm just saying. Diggs or Hunt, you're going to actually pick Hunt? And why are you asking in the chat? I can help you, Diggs. I'm here for you. Everybody in the chat, what do you think? I think Hunt right now, but with Chubb coming back, Diggs would be a little bit safer. And he shares your name, bro. He shares your name. Trump has a better arm than Josh Allen. Not true. Josh Allen can throw like 75 yards down the field. Noah says Trump's going to win. Diggs says Derek. Derek and I agree on Diggs, man. Probably long term. But Hunt, I think for the now maybe. But Diggs is probably safer overall from here on out, which is crazy to say because I love Kareem Hunt. Hasty or Monty. If Hasty gets the call, Hasty. Kareem Hunt or Hunt. Kareem Hunt. No, I'm not saying that. Matt. P. Ryan Dobbins, I go Dobbins. Herbert over Wentz, I go Herbert. I'm out, says TP. I'm out too. We'll go at 2. I got 2 minutes left, and then I'm out of here. Speed round, go. 254 in the room. Hit the thumbs up on your way out, please. And let's get this done. Fast, speed round. 1 line. No more than 1 line. If I see a 2-liner, I'm skipping it. Any bad weather we should be worried about? We're going to check that in the morning, Grant, so make sure you show up. Better knees, Gurley, or Smitty? Probably Smitty. I got better knees than Gurley. The clock just reset. Why do you stream so late, Jeff? Because we have 254 people in the room. That's why, baby. That's why. And if I would stream, and I'm going to stream earlier, too. I'm going to do an early show and a late show. I'm going to start streaming a lot more. December 1 is kind of my goal date for ramping up content. I'm going to do so much Dynasty content, your brain's going to fall out of your head. And you're going to be blown away. Cody says hit the thumbs up. Cody is right. But you're going to be blown away when I ramp up my content double time. If you think I could produce a lot of content now, I'm definitely going to wow you. I'm going to wow you with my content output. It's going to ramp up about December 1st is the plan with everything that I got going on. The studio's built. All the things are falling into place. 2021 will be set up at freaking December 1 as my launch date for just making this show 10 times better than it is. I will try and do a stream. I may even just do a longer stream on Saturdays. I might do a longer stream. I'm also planning on, for those of you that don't know, I lost my IG account. You can find me at, and I did change the handle one more time. this will be the last time I change it. But if you want to find me on IG, the reason I changed it is I had this other one, but I was able to switch it to this account. This is my new IG handle. You can find me there right now. I'll give you a shout out if you follow me right now. I'll refresh and look at it. But my IG account, I'm going to do, because my IG account got blocked and I can't get back into it, and IG will not help me. They will not help me at all. It's frustrating. I built this account up and dedicated so much time on IG. As much as I spent on YouTube, I spent the exact same amount of time weekly on IG building up this account. Right about 10K in about a year and a couple months, I organically grew it to about 10K, and they locked the son of a bee. And it's upsetting. It's upsetting. Kelly, Lat Murray, or Gallman. J-Rob on a bye. I think the safe play is probably Gallman. He's going to get the volume. And thank you for the super chat. So, yeah. So, follow me here. I'm going to refresh my IG right now and give shout-outs to anybody that's following me. But shout-out to Eric. Shout-out to Andrew. Thank you for the follows. And I'm going to be doing a 10-hour for 10K IG live stream event. I might have to restart my lives because I think they cap you at an hour. They might be moving that to 2 hours, maybe longer. But I'm going to be doing a 10K for 10,000 follower event. That means I'm going live for 10 hours, or 10 hours for 10K. I need some sleep. 10 hours for 10K event. I'm going to go live for 10 hours on IG to build it back up and try and reach the goal of 10K IG followers. Who's with me? Who's with me? Who's joining me? And you know I'm going to go live on YouTube during it. You know, so if you forget or whatever and you're not on IG, which would be crazy. Shout out to Martinez. Again, Eric Hayward and Andrew. Triple W. Thank you for the follows. So 10 hours straight on IG. I don't know. It might be soon. For 10,000 followers. I need to get back to 10K because I worked my butt off to get to 10K, and I know we can do it. I know we can do it. It's not unhealthy. 10 hours? Noah, I do 24-hour live streams by myself here on YouTube, and you know I'm going to go on YouTube. So, Derek, if you're not on IG, you should be. Get on over to my Discord as well, because the Discord, you can get there by sleeperu.com, like a university, sleeperu/Discord. Get on over there as well. I don't know if you have that app. It's really easy to download. You just click that and it'll walk you through it. But join my free Discord right here. And if there weren't enough things to tell you about, I have an exclusive membership here on my YouTube channel. So if you just go to smitty1.com or to just the main page on here, you'll see a blue join button right on my main YouTube page. You can get there by going to smitty1.com. If you become an exclusive member, you get exclusive YouTube videos that people don't see. They're exclusive member videos. I send out at least once a week. That's going to ramp up to more. I do 2 Zoom calls. One right after the Monday night game, one right after the Thursday night game. Very easy to remember. Time zone changes, doesn't matter. Right after each game, Monday and Thursday, I go live on Zoom with my close-knit group of exclusive YouTube members. So you go to the YouTube homepage of mine, click the join button, cancel anytime. It's all safe and done through YouTube. So you can, I think you can even use PayPal. But you get the Zoom calls. You also get a private Discord group inside this free Discord. So you can join this Discord right here for free. sleeperu.com/Discord. And then that membership comes with an extra Discord that will be like a group that's only those exclusive members. And on Sunday, I hang out in the app talking to you all Sunday in the Discord. Okay? I'm going to be like, what do you think about that, Bob? Bobby boy. So I'll be talking to my people all the time. Pre-FaceTime Zoom. Thank God. Maddie. ID says Carl's Jr. I don't know what's going on here. Smitty has given us advice from the toilet, hardest working man out there. Thank you. I think. So, I'm out of here. Follow me on IG. Let me give you some shout outs. John 21 following me on IG. I'm shouting you out if you follow me on IG. How much is the membership? $9.99 a month. $9.99 a month. Cancel anytime. You get the exclusive videos each week. You get the Zoom calls, the 2 Zoom calls each week. You can turn your camera off and just be audio. You don't have to show your face. You can show the wall. Some people show the wall. They don't want to be on camera. That's fine. But it's a Zoom call where you can ask me, you know, you got a lot of people in here saying, well, Smitty, 252 people. We've had 2,052 comments on the live stream tonight. 2,052 comments. So this allows you to ask a question and get me, you know, in a more intimate and not that intimate, but intimate setting where there's, you know, a smaller group of us on, and not everybody joins every call, so it, you know, it's not a huge group every Monday and Thursday after the game. And then all game long on Sundays, I'm in my Discord, my private Discord, and the free one. I'm in both, but you're going to get direct access to me and get me quicker, and you're going to be able to talk to all of us, a small, nice little group of people where we get to know each other. That's it. That's all I got to say about that. Hit the thumbs up on your way out the door. And I've got one more announcement for all of you. Okay, so December 1 content's going to go through the roof. SleeperU.com, which is right here. Let me just get rid of that. And that SleeperU.com is my content site where you get all the content, the rankings, the bold predictions. This is going to be off the hook on December 1 because while you guys are all out partying and drinking on New Year's Eve when the ball drops on January 1, which I don't judge, but seeing your Smitties at home, typing away, creating rookie rankings, rookie write-ups, talking about all the rookies, who's the best rookie, the pre-NFL draft rankings where I take the rookies and I evaluate them only on talent, which had Claypool in the top 5. Which had A.J. Brown number 1. And then the landing spots can change that. You know, and not in my defense, I sometimes move them around and shouldn't based on the landing spot. So what's great about that is you get a feel for what I feel about the talent of the rookies only. Talent-based rankings only. It's the most unbiased look at the rookies. So, Sam, Jacobs, Bernard, or Clyde Edwards-Helaire, pick 2, please. Jacobs and Clyde, I know Bernard could outscore anybody on any given day when the wind blows left and it's hanging to the right. But Jacobs and Clyde, you don't bench those guys. Never. You registered. Attaboy, Derek. Derek's in Derek's in Discord. And then John, I think, BLERI on IG. Smitty the GOAT. And John, another John. Martinez, Eric. All you guys who followed me. Official, thank you. F in the chat for Smitty's Insta. F in the chat for Smitty's Insta. What? F in the chat? Coleman or Kelly? Dobbins? I go Dobbins, but we need to wait on the news in the morning. But my point. SleeperU.com. On January 1, I flipped that switch for the 2021 content. Yes, it's another product. It's another year. I do promote that. Hey, purchase SleeperU.com. But the content's through the roof. But what I'm doing in December, the amazing thing is that I'm going to release a bunch of content in December to give people an idea. What Sleeper U is all about. So December, I may make December completely free on SleeperU.com. I may make this the last 2 weeks. I don't know. I may make like the holiday time free on SleeperU.com. So you get a taste for what's to come. The year-round rankings. Why did I get in the business in 2004, 2003, 2004? Because I got online like you guys looking for content, a regular consumer of fantasy football content. And guess what? I got online and nobody had rankings up. You had some tiny bits of like keeper content, barely even existed. Keeper leagues are like, who does a keeper league? What? What's your keeper league? There wasn't content in January. You know what you get when you go to a website for fantasy football and type in rankings for 20, if it was back then, so we're going to say 2004. 2004 rankings, nothing. They only had 2003, not updated since August. That pissed me off. That motivated me. That made me angry. And so I created my content. My content's year round. From that day until now, I've never changed my mentality, but I'm getting more resources, more ability, and the content's going to get better. The technology is going to get better. The trade calculator that I have allows you to do multiple player trades. It's based on auction dollars. You can't really trick it unless you don't factor in your lineup and the guys you have on your bench. My trade calculator, you plug in, do I trade Aaron Jones for Jonathan Taylor, and you list 5 other guys that are worth garbage, it's going to add up their auction dollar values, and you're not going to be able to trick it by putting in 4 other players. So all that technology on sleeperu.com, all the rookie write-ups will be up January 1, but I'm going to throw a bunch of teaser content for free in for you in December, so get ready for sleeperu.com 2021. It starts December 1. I start pre-sales and give you a lot of stuff for free just to try it out and test drive it for a month, because I know you're going to love it. I know you're going to love it. I'm not done yet. The last announcement for the night, I'll be throwing out some promo codes for the HeySmitty.com, by the way, to make that a little cheaper for December. Pilot that out. Maybe some $10 call coupon codes so you can get some $10 calls in. But guess what? The show is going to be better than ever starting tomorrow night. I am making a change to the format, the style, the delivery. You'll see. Tomorrow night, I want you to comment on how you like the format of the show. I'm getting organized. And the show is going to be bananas tomorrow night. The Buy Low show for week 9. I'm trying to count what week we're in. 9. We're in week 9. So we're in week 8 now. The games are going to play. I'm going to do a Buy Low show for week 9 tomorrow night. It's going to be bananas, Kango. It's going to be bananas. And the new format is going to blow your mind, I think. I think it's going to be so much more. Like, you tell me after I'm done if it pulled you in more. If you're like, this format is pretty cool, Smitty. I want to hear it in the comments, so post it in the comments when that video posts. I will see you all later. Get some sleep. We all have an extra hour of sleep because the games start late. The games now start late. I'm in Arizona. I'm not on daylight savings time, but all of you are, which means I get to sleep in an extra hour, baby. All right, see you in the morning. I'm live streaming smitty1.com 1 hour before kickoff. Remember, games start different times tomorrow because of the daylight savings. I'll see you in the morning 1 hour before kickoff. I'll see you, James, you, Noah, Kango, Derek, Double A, Scotty, BL, Edgar, Scott, Sergio, Computer. Stop. Computer, stop. Ellis, Scott, Brandon, Alex, Hunter Henry, or Philly's second tight end, Goddard. I go Goddard. I'm out of here. Later. Hit the thumbs up on your way out the door, please. Please show me some thumb up love, because YouTube pumps this out to more people if you're hitting that thumbs up. And on top of that, if you have any final questions, comment below. As soon as the video posts, I will try and comment as many questions as I can tonight in the next hour. So please ask me a question in